does it feel like not having grandparents on both sides? Having grandparents on both sides of the family can provide individual with a sense of support that is unwavering. Grandparents play a unique role in shaping the lives of their grandchildren, offering love, guidance, and wisdom that can pass from one generation to the other. However, not everyone is fortunate enough to have this experience. For some individuals, the absence of grandparents on both sides can lead to a significant gap in their family dynamic and support system. Hi, my name is Hanalea Sofia Fiotina Tashikitafua, and this is my story about life without grandparents on both sides. The quote says, "A grandparent's love is strong and deep, filled with memories to treasure and keep." This is my mom's dad, my grandpa, Sione Pusala. I've never had a relationship with my grandpa. We have never seen eye to eye. I had no memories of him, nor any fun memories with him. I was distant from my grandpa. There was no relationship between me and him. Well, I wish we did. I wish I could have a single photo with him. I wish we had an actual conversation. There was so much I could ask for, but it was the main point that I never had a granddaughter-grandpa kind of relationship. This is my mom's mom, my grandma, Bunipua Posala. I only had a few memories with her, but we were never close. I was never around her that much. If I recall a memory, it was when I got sick and she took care of me. It was a memory I hold dear to heart, knowing I am not really close to her. On July 31st, 2021, my grandma passed away. Rewinding back, my mom planned a trip to go see my grandmother. My mom flew on the 28th and got there on the 30th. The night she got there, my grandma was transported to the hospital. Never knew. After leaving the airport, my mom wanted to see my grandma, but since visiting hours were closed, she had to wait for the next day. The next day came and my mom was ready to see her, and when my mom got there, in a matter of minutes, my grandma passed away. I couldn't help but broke into tears, because as if my grandma was holding on until my mom got to the hospital. It said, "Wo malia lava lo loto, wo vaya tia teoi, wo fia lava lo loto, olea o walu." This is my dad's mom, my grandma, Finangalo Shimasakitafua. This was the strong woman who raised me to the person I am now. My whole life growing up, she was my mentor, my guidance through life, and will forever be my number one supporter in life. She was everything to me. My grandmother was a hardworking woman I have ever seen since growing up, working 5 days a week from 7 to 4 p.m. She was a single mom raising her 5 children and 7 grandkids. On August 22nd, 2019, I received a message from my auntie of Ireland saying, "Lei, loko kele, ualu malfia mama." Those words broke my entire heart. My whole world collapsed in a matter of seconds. After receiving my worst nightmare, I remember on that day, I never went outside of the room. I was stuck to bed, feeling hopeless, and wished I could give her my last hug and words of "I love you." I wish that if I could have one superpower, it was to heal my grandmother from all the pain she was suffering from. She was always the life of the party kind of girl. After my grandmother passed away, I lost interest in youth activities, outalavo, choir, and so much more. Depression hit me really hard because I started to fail in my sophomore year, and I always kept to heart what my dad's mom always said, "Hanalei, faifa lele waonga, a e alu le high school, o ke fia vaai e alu kon le National Honor Society, ma ye e fao." I slowly got back on my feet and kept striving for the best. Got inducted into NHS, and it did not feel complete, as I want my grandparents to be with me physically. Graduated high school with high honors, but I knew for sure they were jumping up and down and was proud of my accomplishment. Seeing people post their moments with their grandparents, I have to admit I envied them and I am jealous. If I could give anything just to have my grandparents back, I will. If only heaven had visiting hours, I would not miss a single visit. to Erikson's psychosocial development theory, the growing up without grandparents on both sides, individuals go through psychosocial stages of their lives, with each stage representing their own unique challenges and opportunities for growth. According to Sigmund Freud, it suggests that human behavior is influenced by unconscious memories and thoughts. And lastly, according to Bandura's social learning theory, possible consequences of losing out on a family ties and support when living without grandparents on both sides of the family. People pick up new skills by watching and copying the action of others, especially those in their social surroundings. My name is Annalise Full, and this is my story. What's yours?